Good morning, and welcome to your morning cereal. Okay, good morning, and welcome to Tuesday. Well, Tuesday is a smorgasbord of celebrations. It's National Apple Pie Day, National Crouton Day, and World Cocktail Day. So, whether you're indulging in a slice of Americana, tossing some crunch into your salad, or just mixing up a midweek mojito, there's something for you to savor. And for those of you that feel the need for a little bit of speed, it's also Top Gun Day. And by the way, that's one of the best movies of all time. So, time to dust off those aviators and channel your inner maverick. And we're going to stick with that Top Gun theme for our quote this morning. There's so many great quotes from this movie, but we're going to use a couple to get us started on the right foot today. We'll start with a quote from Goose, and it goes, "No matter what happens, I'm with you," end quote. And that line from Goose, though brief, is a powerful reminder of loyalty, trust, and standing by your people, even when things get turbulent. Okay, and we cannot forget the legendary quote from Maverick, "I feel the need for speed," end quote. Now, this line is iconic for its adrenaline and its swagger, but it also captures the spirit of ambition and momentum. It's a reminder to lean into life with energy, with passion, and with a willingness to take bold action, even if you're flying into the unknown. Well, what is known is today's historical news facts and the birthdays for May 13th. We're going to start back in 1846, and that's when on this date, the U.S. Congress, they declared war on Mexico, igniting the Mexican-American War. Then on this day in 1981, Pope John Paul II, he survived an assassination attempt in St. Peter's Square. Then in 1989, thousands of students, you guys might remember this, they began a hunger strike in Tiananmen Square. It was a pivotal moment in China's pro-democracy movement. And then finally, in 2004, the final episode of Frasier on NBC, it was watched by 33 million people. Well, happy birthday to you if today is your birthday. You share birthday with one of my favorite country singers right now, Morgan Wallen. He's only 32. Then actor Robert Pattinson, he's known for Twilight and the Batman. He's only 39 today. Then Stephen Colbert, one of my favorite comedians and the host of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Well, Stephen celebrates his 61st birthday tonight. Former Bad Boy and Michael Jordan teammate Dennis Rodman, he's 64 today. And lastly, Stevie Wonder, legendary musician and 25-time Grammy winner. He turns 75 today. Well, the number one song on this date in 1996 was "Always Be My Baby" by Mariah Carey. Now, this R&B pop ballad became one of Carey's most beloved singles. It was her 11th number one on the Billboard Hot 100. And the track is also known for its kind of breezy, lullaby-like hook, and it became an anthem of romantic nostalgia for a generation. My generation, to be specific. Well, here's a neat fact. The song was actually recorded at the legendary Camp Moriah. That's a summer retreat for inner-city youth that was founded by Mariah's Foundation. Well, another neat fact is that our book review this morning was recorded at the legendary Morning Cereal Studios in DFW. And we're continuing our journey through The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. And today we're focusing on one of the most visually striking and mentally clarifying concepts in the book. It's called The Circle of Concern and the Circle of Influence. And this is found in part 2, chapter 1. And Covey asks us to picture two circles. There's an outer one, and that's the circle of concern. That's everything you care about, okay? And that includes global warming, your company's financial strategy, your cousin's questionable life choices, the national debt, and whether your favorite show is getting canceled, okay? It's big. It entails a lot. It can be overwhelming, and often it's mostly out of our hands, okay? Now zoom in to the inner circle. It's inside that larger circle, the inner circle of influence. This inner circle represents the things that you can actually affect, like your attitude, your choices, your words, your relationships, your productivity, and how you respond to challenges. Covey's central insight here is highly effective people focus their time and their energy on the inner circle, the circle of influence. And as a result, that circle tends to grow. They become more trusted, more competent, more in control. Whereas reactive people, on the other hand, they focus most of their attention on the larger, the more uncontrollable circle of concern. And the irony here is that doing so shrinks their influence over time. And as Covey puts it, quote, proactive people focus their efforts in the circle of influence. They work on things they can do something about, end quote. At this point in the book, Covey breaks problems down into 3 different categories. The first category is direct control. Those are things involving your own behavior, right? You can change this through habit. The second category is indirect control. These are things involving others' behaviors, right? We change that through our influence on others. And then number 3 is things we have no control over, things we just simply cannot change. And the way our attitudes change towards these are through acceptance. Now, this framework is deceptively simple, but it's profoundly empowering. It gives you a game plan for stress, for frustration, even helplessness. If you've ever felt consumed by things outside of your control, like the news headlines, corporate policies, rush hour traffic, this chapter is your antidote. So, the challenge today is this. Notice where your energy is going. Are you spending your day worrying about things you can't influence? Or are you investing it in actions that can actually move the needle? Your influence isn't fixed. It expands when you choose to act rather than react. And it all starts with where you aim your focus. All right, well, that wraps up today's full pour of morning cereal. Now remember, whether you're out navigating your circle of influence or you're just trying to keep your croutons crunchy, right? Focus on what you can control and let the rest of it go. All right, thanks for tuning in again today. We'll be back here tomorrow with more insights, history, and a bit of fun. And until then, have a fantastic day. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Morning Cereal podcast on the One Life Live It channel. You can find more episodes and videos by visiting our YouTube channel and the website at Sean Inglis and at SeanInglis.com, where you can also follow our other podcasts, the Mr. and Mrs. Inglis podcast and the Life Happens podcast. In these other podcasts, we'll dive deeper into everyday issues, self-improvement and well-being, business and finance, and we welcome special guests too. So join us. It'll be a good time, I promise. Thanks again for listening. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.